Welcome back, adventurers. Today's mission, I'm thinking, just grabbing a bunch of cards, then maybe redesigning my deck a little bit. Okay, last time I stopped just in front of this cemetery here. Let's see what we got. Well, out of all of these, warning shot would be my pick. Let's see. Of course, because it's a cemetery, there's only undead and one necromancer. He's rather weak, so I can get this done in no time. Let's see. Okay, you belong in the back. And like this, let's start. I might just speedrun stuff real quick. Just because I'm trying to think where I want to go next. The next 2 hours, 2.5 maybe. Actually, let's try this card next time I get a stone boy. Let's see if it actually makes a difference. You go first. Some defense. And get on the strain train. Just like that. Even more strain, don't mind if I do. Some multicast. Let's get some weaken on multicast. So I want you to go first. Say it's just so easy when you have a couple allies that you can just keep on the board forever. Like, I'm just going on full auto here. Of course, there's also that fact that this is a level 3 to 5 place. I'm level 8, but I have lost runs for even weaker places, so never underestimate the enemies in this game. Okay, short bow for selling. Okay, gonna sacrifice you. 1 for 1, so I have place. Okay, so you have base health 39. I use this. That should add. Yes, it adds extra health. And now you're that much more durable. You resist weak. Not that it matters all that much. There we go.
Level up.
Oh, I was that close to level up. That's nice. Okay, that Bane Acid sells for a pretty amount. Gonna grab Warning Shot here. And this wasn't a chain. I thought that was a chain. No matter. Who are you? Leadership. Don't really need leadership for this build. This is a very basic settlement. Do I have anything here? Could sell this short bow. Okay, the rest is good. So, what I usually do is take a loop at this area. Either go down to the oasis, to Zan, and go back around here, back to Rivermoor, or the other way around. This place up at the top is, as you can see, this is in my level range. These are rather higher level. I usually don't make the stop just for this one place. See, up here these are all high level, so at least for one full rotation I just go up here, back to Arboris, then go down again, and then I go down here, and from here, if I'm at the level already, just go to the fort or take a caravan and jump back. You gotta do this loop a few times, just until you get enough cards so you have a solid build going on. Okay, what's this? Collab. Master of Hounds. He's an elite ally. He's also gonna be the boss of this challenge. You see, for this one you should have hunting and invention for maximum effect. Never used this card in particular. But again, see, the card itself doesn't require actual hunting skill, but this bola that he can make does, so Even if I had this, I wouldn't want to use it. I already have a boar figurine. These are technically the same as equipment, so you can only have one of each particular figurine. I could sell the one that I already have, because I'm almost guaranteed to get another one. But I think I'm going to hold on to mine, just in case I don't get it back. Maybe I'll get one spider swarm just for fun. Probably a diplomatic prowess. See, these are very low variety enemies. It's a very short quest. However, this one heavily resists everything that I can do. So my best bet is to just stun him, stone him to death with the boys. Let's see. Level 5s. Really not a threat at this point. Always say yes to the roses. Let's see. These ones are getting pretty high earth resist. So we'll think I'm better than that. is a nearly concerning amount of damage incoming. So it's a good thing I have it under control. Okay, we have 2 turns left, so might as well replace you. Alright. Okay. You're not gonna attack this turn. You, however, trying to dispel my buffs. I do not appreciate that. Okay, and he's dead now. It's a good thing that debuffs don't care about concealment. And now you're protecting yourself against ranged attacks. Which is almost a problem. All of these hurl rocks are ranged attacks. So I only have a flashing vines, which missed. Okay, you're also ranged. Well, it's all good. Roses once more. You see, if I were to start using the higher level herbalism cards, that would get me less of these roses. Because I think they prioritize stuff that's closer to their level. So actually keeping it with the simple ones is more efficient. Let's see. My cards don't have enough damage. Because you also resist sneak attacks, so... See, this would be the time when having the upgraded arquebus would be much better here, since he would resist all the bludgeoning damage but none of the fire, so I could at least do half damage here. So all I can do is this. It's gonna be a pain in the butt to get back. Improvised weapon would actually take one of my rations and beat me with it. It's very rude of him. Okay. So quick and easy healing over here. I'm gonna actually start stone punching. You're gonna do a cover, which means next turn you're gonna die. Can I make you die this turn? Only need to do 5 more damage. Does not look like it. Oh well. Ooh, I just keep getting roses today. I thought International Men's Day was last week. It would be typical that I would get all my roses 1 week later. Let's see. That's more like it. Let's grab Spider Swarm. This would be more desirable if I had some perks that increase venom, since this has a triple on it. I don't think I'm gonna use this. Can't even put synergy on this. Damage basically is nothing. Though I suppose if I was running maybe with marsh snakes, stuff that gives me extra acid, then maybe. But not the way I am right now. Take 1 diplomatic prowess. Okay, now this was a quest chain. Snake in our midst. Actually has an earth aversion here. This gives a noble ally card. And of course, because I don't have nobility, I would have no use for this card. So yeah, that's another miss. Well, Wall of Stones is good. I wouldn't mind Wall of Stones here. Let's see. Okay, this will be a little hairier than the previous one. Let's see. Even just one level or two is gonna make a difference here. So I might not be able to afford to go on autopilot here. Okay. How about this? You're not gonna defend all the way here, but it's a start. Let's see. Attacks again, so also a whole lot of earth resists. Okay, goodbye. And maybe I have like 50% chance of killing this guy. I'll take it. Let's see, let's start with you first. I did the wrong order there. Could have started with the higher amplified and Maybe some of the damage could have gotten through. Not that it matters all that much. Roses. Don't have the guns yet, but the rock band is halfway there. Don't want the flank here. Don't want you to attack me. Couldn't one-shot you if I tried. So I'd rather just keep you there. Okay. Didn't even look at it. It's a -6 Earth aversion. See, it's times like this when it would really help to have a secondary deck ready, which is exactly what I aim to go for in the immediate future. Let's see. I know that I run the risk of having this chaotic damage hit this guy, waking him up, but it's a 1 in 6 chance. And that's gonna be good enough right here. Maybe. Maybe. Yes. He's gonna die now. Yeah, I might get you. I might not. This will work. Lots of attacks incoming. Which will hurt a little bit more. And it doesn't look like I can defend them. I can almost defend 2 of them. Okay, now you're not attacking, so I am almost completely covered. If I could... Here, now I am perfectly covered. Easy does it. Okay. Don't know why I hit you. I was going to aim for you. That wasn't very cash money of me. However, let's try to make the most of it. Kinda like this. Gonna keep this in my hand for next turn. Next node, I should say. Alright, you don't resist weakening. So if I were to put a small amount of 24 weak on you, that would be the end of it. However, I'm not at that point. Let's see. Let's do the doables here. Okay, you're gonna give me a handicap, which is every turn I'm gonna lose 5 health, discard a card, and have a discard synergy. So basically discard 2 cards. Not a fan, I have to say. And you resist stun, because why wouldn't you? Oh, you also resist bleeding. Let's see. I literally cannot hit this guy with anything except for you. Ouch. So the good thing about this discard synergy is that the scroll mark cards are not gonna use it up, so before the inevitable happens, just gonna put everyone back where they belong. See, using her rock is useless here. He hits back pretty hard. I think that's gonna be it this turn. Right, so even though the befriend is not gonna happen, this also has 10 weaken on it, so might as well just spam it and hope for the best. And as you can see, if you imbue an affinity, then the card that already had that basically splits its own damage in two. So now I have even less chance of getting through this resist. But that's okay. I did the stun just to stack a little bit of fracture on him. You're gonna give shield. Okay, I'm good. Okay, we're just giving handicap again. Let's see, you don't resist bleed, so I can get some extra festering here. Okay, you're gonna shield again. Which is no problem actually. Gives me a bit of time to clear my hand a little bit. See, I only do this for the resolve. And you're just low enough for this to work. Boom, another successful quest. Got some wall of stones. I could get unbreakable bond here. It's a little high in level, but it is a really steady healing for 3 turns, both for me and for allies. So yeah, gonna take this. How to get away with murder. And it's still within my range. But it has this guy as the boss. He's an herbalist. So theoretically I could use him. But he just gives this ascetic life card that I already have. And just gains a bit more attack power, high level herbalism. So just this at the cost of 2 concentration per turn. And it's not even a unique, it's just an elite, so I don't know about that, Chief. Okay. Petrify is good. Does a greater stun, you know, it's the same as regular stun, but it has a little bit of buffer. so you can do small amounts of damage. That's not gonna break it. So for 2 turns, Petrify is gonna stun the enemy, do a bit of damage, and just kill it if its health was low enough. I never tried this one when I did a Geomancer last time. I might take it, just out of curiosity. Maybe one of these for selling. However, don't remember what we have here. Okay, these are fairly standard forest enemies. But as you can see, the boss resists everything except bludgeoning, which is what my Tony boys have. However, for a little bit of added ease, I'm gonna stay away from it, at least until I have my arquebus. Then I can do bludgeoning damage every turn, in addition to my stone boys. Because without that, it might take me too long to do this boss properly. Okay. What's in here? I don't think I would say no to one more cordial negotiation. I think. And Herbal Infusion is just a better version of my starting heal card. And it has Earth Amplify. Other than that, nothing really. Let's see what's in here. Tectonic Shift is good, but really situational, I think. Wow, look, speak with animals. You target an animal enemy, and if it's not a boss, you immediately befriend it. Like, maybe this is one of the strongest druid cards in forest places. I might want to have one of these, just to help me immediately clear the enemies a little bit. Okay, Emerald Bracelet is for animal allies. Chameleon gives good concealment, but nothing else really. Well, it's tier 3, so it can hold synergies decently. Okay, Warning Shot wouldn't be bad. Proposition is a good card, you just need to get your stats high enough to make use of it. Like for 3 AP, 20 defense, 14 weaken and 2 draw is amazing. Let's see. Oh, here's a cordial negotiation. Don't really want another stone punch since it's already making a copy of itself every time I draw it. I could wind up with having 4 of these in my hand, and no one really wants that. Okay, from here I could get one more crippling shot. Can't get another unbreakable bond since it's singular. Maybe Shaman's Mask for selling. Probably. Okay, so since I have a better place of getting this, I'm gonna skip out on the level 1 place. I think I'm gonna run this one just to see what I get. See, this is all undead plus the chirurgeon, who doesn't really have any notable resistances. So I'm gonna get here. And here he is. If you remember, I picked him up, I think, in Lucina. He wanted to either Lucina or Lannery. Nah, don't remember. But he wanted to get here. So now he's here. Escort quest complete. And he just thanks us. We got some XP and a level up point. See, let's skip today here. Who's here? Okay, got a nature magic expert here. So, I'm gonna remember Rivermoor is gonna be pretty much our base of operations. Every time I'm full of money, I'm gonna come here and spend it with him. There's also diplomacy. And that's about it. Let's see. See. Here are some more figurines. Some of them have skill requirements. I have enough strain cards that I would never need to use this elk. But the fox is pretty fun if you have recoup. It's a free draw card. Okay, and here we could pick up some river folk miners. But the thing with these is that they work best when you have a whole bunch of them in a row. Okay, gonna pass on all of those. Okay, I'm good. Let's see how much diplomacy costs for you. 3,000. And he's also a faction contact. So even though I can't gain diplomacy here, I can see about the actions. Nope. And these are faction specific cards. I could run a single pedal in the deck. Maybe I could start making use of recoup. But maybe the cord is good, but I would need to pair it with enough weakens these early levels. Because if you just look at these two cards, this gives slightly more defense and also weaken and money. And I do like money. No, not really feeling any of these. Yeah, I could buy specialty items here, which is corn. It's basically always corn. And you can't give me specialty allies. Good day to you then. Alright. And for you, it's also 3,000 for one nature magic. And no thank you. So my current cap is 2,500. But if I were to go to perks here, where was it? Where was it? Broker. That's up here. If I had 8 more perk points, I could get up to broker. That would give me exactly 3,000 money cap, and then I could just freely buy 1 diplomacy, 1 nature magic, bring them both to 4. So let's make that a goal right now. 1 more challenge. Gonna pick this one up. But let's just quickly run through this. Yeah, you know what? Let's just be a little silly. Get you the tech ability that heals the others. For no reason, really. Like this. Right. And we're back in business again. Let's see. And boom. Here we go. Gonna pick the ranger's cloak here. Don't have hunting, which would give amplify pierce. However, I could run with concealment cards. That would give a bit of mark. It's random though, but that's still extra 2 damage. Okay, I cannot pick up crippling shot and I'm gonna go with one acknowledge. Maybe I will find some higher level allies that will greatly benefit from quickly getting buffed. And you only resist the buffs. And your resistances are not too bad. Again, looks like a generic lineup. But you see, there are some pretty nasty critters. See, here's just a level 5 crystal spider, and I already couldn't touch it with piercing or fire. Sometimes the game just throws a whole bunch of these at you. There's not really anything you can do about it. Let's see. Okay, you're trying to multiply. Not gonna like that. It's not full critical, but good enough. He's gonna die next turn. So nothing to it. He had a low roll right there. But that's okay. Sure, why not? Bit of healing all around. That was actually pretty good. Okay, see? All of these are nice and manageable. And then there's this bastard that I literally cannot touch with any of my cards. Even resist sneak attacks, so can't even buff up my bows. What I can do right now is just try to freeze the bastard. And then just hit him a little. Okay, that's one. And that's two. Gonna heal you right back up. Let's see, you're trying to fly. But that's not gonna fly. Let's actually take this acid missile wand and just hit him once. Just for the burn, so all of these stack up nicely. He's gonna die. Gonna take a bit of damage here. Not a problem. Okay. One defense is enough here. Oh, almost. Let's see, you're almost gone. Let's quickly replace you. Okay. Frog is annoying. Frog lives first. Anything? No, I'm not particularly fishing for anything in here. Just it was decent damage. Bonk. Let's see. Here we go. The progression. Right, so this is gonna give me +1 to all attributes. So now I'm gonna get my charisma up to 16. Don't really care about the physical stuff, really. Boom. It's already a bit better all over the board. I also got this mythical treasure. And that is a pretty rare stuff. It's a single-use item, usable from world map. And this is gonna generate me 4 legendary cards. See, 1 in 4 is 100% guaranteed to be relevant to your skills. I don't think I've seen all the legendary cards there are, but they have some pretty hefty requirements. Let's just use this. Okay, first we have the Boots of the Eloquent Diplomat. See, it takes 16 points in diplomacy and level 18 to equip it. And for just 1 AP gives you 26 defend, then 2 presence. Presence is a buff that increases certain effects you have, like control enemy. So for example, the contact card that I'm using that befriends enemies at power 34, if I have 2 presence, that increases up to 36 and uses up my presence. I haven't really made control builds work quite as well. The most I could do was go to a low level area, gather up a bunch of monsters and then bring those to a higher level area. Anyway, whenever a befriend action fails this turn, draw 1, deal 16 bludgeoning damage. Which is an eloquent and diplomatic way of saying, if you can befriend them, kick them in the nuts. This is one of my favorite items for any build where I tend to run diplomacy too. Okay, next here's the Shard of Elemental conversion. It's an offhand item. And when you play it, you either channel 100% of your discard pile to amplify acid 12. So this basically means this amount of amplify is based on the amount of cards you have in your discard pile. Or you channel 100% of your draw pile to amplify fire 8. If I wasn't really set on using the arquebus, I could see myself going with this one. Maybe find some one-handed weapon for it. Okay, here's Amulet of the Stormcaller. This is Aromancy, so I have no business actually getting this. But it deals pretty good chaotic damage whenever you discard a air affinity element card, you deal chaotic damage. When you're a pure Aromancer build, this can really ramp up. If you have a bunch of draws, then just discard a bunch. Okay, and lastly, here's the Armor of the Celestial Guard. Needs angelic magic. I have literally never touched that skill or any class that uses it, so I have no idea what that's about. But when the day is sunny, your angel allies get +1 lifespan, you get 20 defend, and your allies heal. Whenever you play a card with defend this turn, defend +14. This is very much a paladin sort of card. So, out of all of this, they all sell for 400. Think I'm gonna take the boots. Don't think I'm gonna get diplomacy this high to use it. Just for fun. Yeah. The elixir of eternal life is at our level. Okay, magma burst, imbue fire. Hits random enemies. If this effect harms an enemy, apply burn 2. Not bad, just random. This, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce this. This longbow gives mark and venom and has built-in sneak attack for 5 to 10 piercing damage. Again, very, very good, but piercing. And I'm not really about that. Amulet of the Sharpshooter is always good to have. Again, crash down. The cripple is good, I guess. It's set amount of damage. And tier 3, so it holds synergies nicely. But I'm already full of ranged spells, so that's gonna be a no. So I'm gonna get back to this challenge some other time. In which these will not be relevant anymore, so let's just see. How badly do I want a proposition card? The answer is not badly enough. Not gonna sell the boots. That's gonna be my lucky item, I think. I am, however, selling the Ranger's Cloak. And that's about it, I think. Alright, I am extremely tired, so gonna rest at the inn real quick. What do we get? Not really appealing. Basics. Maybe if I had some sort of spammable ally, I could get the Animist Cloak. But not at the moment. Okay, no change here. Here's a Hunter's Lodge. This is a player base. There are a couple around the map. Usually you can either buy them or do a quest to clear out whoever lives in there. And then you can have it, like this Fort Agdab, for example. If I do this, I can just occupy this place and it would be my home base. And There is no limit. You could just get all of these bases. And there is a teleport stone item in this game that just lets you go to any of your owned places. Like this manor here is one such. I think you can buy yourself a house here in Misthold. Where else was it? Can't remember right now, but there are a few. And if you have one of these player houses, you can just sleep in there for free. If you have alchemy, you can build a lab for even more recipes. So it's generally a good idea to grab one of them. Okay, which way do I go next? Probably not this way. Though I wouldn't mind one more stone armor here. This has earth aversion. This will be easier to clear my arquebus. And I don't even particularly like these cards. So it's gonna stay where it is right now. Let's see. Don't like these. There's another stone armor. Okay, Herman's Rest is not particularly good looking. But I'm going to start moving. I'm gonna rest once. I'm gonna get down here to sun. Maybe there's some better stuff in here. Let's see. Gargoyle figure is very good for selling, and a decent defensive card otherwise. But Adventurer's Journal gives you XP, loots from one random adventure cards. These adventure cards are like random dungeons. You can just generate for yourself. They tend to have some nice level appropriate stuff. Let's see, outskirts. Not quite. Big site. If I was an animal-based druid, probably would grab Scorpion Statuette It's just 3 Scorpion summons. Don't really like these. Coastline. Come on, show me something nice. Well, it's another bust. I'm gonna leave it to the Road of Seal. Okay, here we have a Diplomacy Expert. You also charge 3,000. Anything good here? Nope. And you're also a contact for Via Aurum. I think there's 2 contacts for each faction on the map. You're free to correct me if I remember it wrong. See, corn again. Don't know why you would want to buy this, since I generally just make them. Okay, no specific allies. That's your loss. Let's see, how much for alchemy? Just 1,500, so I might as well just grab that. Now I'm at level 2 alchemy. Let's see, what do I get? Don't particularly want any of these. But now I want more skill, richer. Okay, and since now I found a blacksmith, I can show you guys. You can buy some ingots here. As you can see, this is useful for the inventor, apparently, which I have never played, so I don't know. Okay, you can ask how much to improve gear. See, it just gives the formula. So to get an item to masterwork, you pay item steer +2 times 225. And it goes pretty high. However, not every item can be upgraded this way. There are some that are standalone, or they only have masterwork versions. But if you have one of those that can go up to exquisite, the difference is pretty awesome. Let's show you here. Now supposedly these recipes are the ones you could make right now, but as you can see, I don't have Fey armor or the crossbow or the dueling pistol, so there is a bit of random in here. And you don't always find the item that you have. Like I have the arquebus, for example. Doesn't show up here, even though I could upgrade it. So to see that, you have to click the view all and wait for a couple seconds until it finishes setting up the entire list. There's a whole bunch of items in here. See, goes to view all, and it has categorized by skill, so you can just scroll down and see. See, the potion bat has masterwork version. You need the base one plus 900. If you click on this, it shows up the base one. So the base potion bat, the one that I have now, heals 4 health, it brings supplies. But if I were to upgrade it to masterwork, it would also be effortless, so it wouldn't take concentration. It's essentially a free to use item. Plus, it also goes up to superior. It keeps the effortless and the supplies. But at level 2 and 5, it has a lot more healing. And it costs no AP, so if you got alchemy, I think this item is, not gonna say it's a must, not gonna tell you how to build your character, but it will help tremendously. Angelic, this is blood magic. Combat. See, most of the regular weapons are in here. I think this is in conjuration. Okay, you see the diplomat's coat and the dignitary's boots go up to superior exquisite. See, it's 10 weaken for 2 random enemies. And every turn you want. It's huge. Dream shaping is a weird class. Don't really understand it yet. Bunch of esoterics. See, the herbalist sickle only goes up to masterwork, and the codex botanicum goes up to exquisite. Okay, hunting stuff. Aquamancy stuff. Illusion. That's the infernal. Intimidate. Leadership. Here we go. Masterwork arquebus. I'm gonna have 200 more money and I can upgrade it. So I'm gonna stay around for that. Let's do this raw, this silk real quick. This only has a couple desert enemies. Okay. See, sometimes the level of the enemies is not even indicative of the quest itself. So these are all level 3, level 4. Boom, you get a level 8 scorpion. So if I was like a nomad or a fire-based character, I would have started around here in the desert. And then if I were to get here at level 3, boom, here's a monster twice your level. It's not very nice, but you need to know what you're dealing with. And Earth Tremor. Hits allies for 5, hits you for 5, and it's cursed 2. So if a cursed card is in your hand before your next draw step, in other words, the start of your next turn, you lose 2 HP, equal to the amount of cursed the item has, and you discard cards at random, so you just want to get rid of it as soon as you get it. Like so. Cover 4. That's more annoying than anything. Nope. Gonna do this just for the money. You find the linen pouch, whoever hid it under that rock did a terrible job. Ooh, got a card in it. Let's see. Animate branch. This ranged bludgeoning attack with a bit of retribution. Again, tactful negotiation is a little gimmicky. Or return to dust. Unsummons a random ally. To buff the others. Do not want these. Bullseye, however, if you have 24 agility, gives 25 resolve at 32, another 25, fracture 25, mark 7. So, you remember, if an enemy resists a debuff, then all the resolve you have turns into fracture. So if I were to use Bullseye and hit an enemy that resists mark, that's gonna immediately give it 75 points of fracture, which in turn, for that one turn, lowers all their debuff resist by 75. The only problem with this is that I'm not going to increase my agility that much. And just for the mark, I mean, it is a tier 4 card, so if I wanted to run some damage synergies on it, I could, but one speak with birds is enough, I guess. Yeah, you know what, whatever. Gonna take this bullseye. It's free anyway. Maybe towards the end of the game I can pivot around it. And of course I find the locked chest. Oh well. Okay, gonna take the adventurer's journal here. And instead of the gargoyle figurine, if I was a little smarter, I could have sold my pouch and just get a new one here. It sells for quite a lot. But alas, I'm gonna stay with this. Okay, got no XP and perk points, because this was a treasure run. However, we got the 200. And unlocked another treasure run. Some ruins. Let's see, here's an attaché. When you summon him, he befriends and recharges appeasement by 3. And appeasement is a limited use befriend card. Not going for diplomacy, otherwise I might want to take this. Nurture is pretty basic, doesn't give much. Merchant's feathered hat, it says nice. Friend of nature, it's a ring with entangle. Could be good for the secondary entangle build. Superior wand of acid bolts. Sells nicely. And sometimes when acid is your only way of dealing damage, it might just save your life. Here's an advisor. It just makes arbitration. Okay, I think I'm gonna see what the game gives me next time. Okay, now it is night. Let's skip time a little. Ooh, acidic mist. Okay, let's sell the gargoyle. Not selling the journal. This is for use. You know what? Gonna sell the pouch. If you're not running a build that has tinkering, just having a single infused item is preferable, since even when you get recoup, that only works on one item at a time, so... And essence is pretty expensive. Especially since you don't recharge everything with just one essence. Like this wand, if I were to deplete it, I think it takes like 4 or 5 essence to fully recharge. Don't quite remember, but it does eat into your money a little bit after a while. Okay, now I got a blacksmith here. You see, we don't have the money. The arquebus still doesn't show up. But the Masterwork Diplomat's code shows up, even though I have it already. Not sure if it's a bug or this particular screen is just half finished. All right. Down, 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 down. Here we are. One arquebus plus a bit of money equals Masterwork arquebus. And boom. You gotta be careful with this screen, since this is technically a loot screen, so you can't just hit close and then you spend all the money and don't even get the items, so gotta add this to inventory right now. Marvelous. You don't have stuff here. See, here's the sunken caves of Tetyar. The sunken caves of Tetyar go miles underwater. Exploring them could be a dangerous undertaking. Non-aquatic characters suffer 5 frostbite each time they visit a new node. So there are some places on this map with these kinds of rules. And for that, there are items that remove frostbite from you. It is very preferable to get one of those before even attempting. Like, even though this is just a level 1 mission, getting 5 frostbite every time I move a node, it adds up really. I have lost entire runs because I wasn't really paying attention. And one fight in an aquatic node was dragged out too much and I had like 30 stacks of frostbite. If you remember, frostbite damages your AP, so I was always at 0 AP and just logged myself into a defeat. You do not want that. So now, what I am doing, I'm gonna pick up Broker, just so I have enough maximum money for some more diplomacy and nature magic skills. Plus the summon limit is also nice. Alright. And now I got the broker's ledger. Can't use it yet, but it's decent. Card draw is always good. Alright. And next, I'm actually gonna splurge a little. Get my marksmanship up to 6. The kind of rewards that you get after quests is somewhat weighted by your level of skills. So as long as I stay like this, I'm gonna start getting more marksmanship cards. If my understanding is correct. But that's not the important part here. The important part is this. Now I'm running a very nice vulnerable and burn weapon. So even when the enemy resists the damage itself, it's gonna work for me. So now that I have marksmanship up, I can safely sell the hunter's pistol. Since I don't get the bonuses that hunters get anyway, so this is just for the bleed and the damage. Okay, don't want to give the ledger up just yet. This is also money. The more money makers I keep, the faster I get to buying more skills, so let's see. I'm not gonna override the Mirkonar bow, because this will always have its place. Instead, I'm gonna make a new set for it. Okay, do I have any thing I missed here? Doesn't look like it. Okay, now let's build out the deck a little bit. Don't really have enough to start with a secondary. But let's workshop a little. I want to try running with the boar figurine. Just because Fury is stupid. Let's see. Okay, let's put one more cordial negotiation in. Or do I even need it? I don't think I need it. I have been able to pretty consistently keep my stone boys alive. Okay. Okay, let's also put a steady aim in here for the mark and the bleed. So for that, I'm gonna remove some attack card. Let's remove the Bumblebee Sting. It has its purpose, but not right now. Okay, so for the boar figurine I want to run Recoup. But for Recoup I need to get one more point in trade. Just so I can remove this and add in a peddler. And the peddler is gonna generate peddle for me, which is free recoup. So now I can just use the boar figurine forever. Right, what else do I want? I'm beginning to feel like Speak with Birds is slowly becoming redundant. I have an ungodly amount of strain in my deck. And I do have other ways to get resolve. I have abrogate for resolve. That's also stun and retribution, so all around I think that would be a better option than Speak with Birds, so that's out. Let's see. Having two ascetic life cards maybe seems like overkill, but I actually quite like the frequency of getting it. So for now he can stay. Let's see. Yeah, what the heck. Let's remove Sprout Vines. You know what? I think I'm going to add one more Might of the Stone in here. Because of the amplifier, I want to see how that works. If it's too much, I'm gonna remove one again. Probably gonna remove courtesy here, since that's just a halfway effective version of cordial negotiations. Well, what if I add in a third one, since it also doubles as a defend in times of emergency? But then I wouldn't need argument. Decisions. You know what? Rock Blast is basically a lesser version of Lashing Vines. Gonna remove this. And then maybe I can work with this. Phalak is just too useful to ever remove from the deck, I feel like. Fey Reflexes 2, that's just a bunch of mark. Draw 1, so it's technically a free card. Deals damage twice, or you discard it for defend. I think the base of this deck is just keeping the Stone Boys alive while they do the heavy lifting, which is probably what I should be looking for. Okay, let's open this journal, see what's in it. Here we have a destroyed village. Okay, so it's a single use. If I use it, it's gonna start me on the destroyed village map. And if I find other journals, I could get more of these. So at level 2 this gains heal, and at level 3 it gains restore AP. So when you start, you use this card, you start the adventure, and you immediately heal up a little. I think these are attack nodes only, maybe? Don't really remember. I'm gonna put it in the stash for now. Okay. It is getting time for me to stop this episode. Oh wow, multiplication. Imbues fire. It can either amplify +6 or silver +6. Remember, for everything that is weak to silver, this +6 is a damage multiplier, so could deal 6 times damage with this for multicast +4. It's a really powerful card. But anyway, I think just for fun, I get ambushed, which is even better than I wanted, because these are aquatic. You can see they have high bludgeon resist, but no fire resist. So now I'm gonna try out this beautiful gun. Let's see. Where do I start first? Doesn't really matter, it looks like. You are level 10. So I wouldn't mind getting you out of the way first. Oh. Ah, here we are. So, level 8 is just at the threshold of this card, power-wise. Let's see. I want to see if I could... Here we are. Might of the Stone, that's what I was looking for. First gonna keep them going a little bit. Okay, so even though there's a -5 fire version here, let's see, 3 to 6 bludgeon, 3 to 6 fire. If I were to amplify bludgeoning +6, oh, that just amplifies what's left after the split. That's no fun. I was hoping it would dynamically upgrade. Let's see. Okay, but the extra damage does split between them, so that's something. Okay, let's add some critical to it too. Okay, so with 2 bludgeon resist, this looks like 20 to 46, 0 to 15. Because of the bludgeon resist, or 3 to 29. Again, it's still better than not hitting it at all. But I guess let's... You resist vulnerable. Don't want that. Let's try getting you. Okay, now, so on top of the 9 damage, I also added 3 stacks of burn, so that's 15. Now, 10 the next turn, and 5 the other. So already that's 30 damage by itself. Okay, heal you up. Okay, you're gonna attack now, and you're also gonna attack. I don't have defend for that. The best I could do is just get it low enough for peaceful exchange. This is gonna give me some defense. How are you with stun resists? You're all okay, so like this. Okay, I can work with this. You're not resisting weaken either. Or sneak attack. What would happen if I were to get some damage? And +6 sneak attack. That goes up to 108 for him, 77 for him. See, this is what I'm talking about. With the right build, anything is possible. Ooh, now I got pedal. And it says I can recoup. I can recoup the boar figurine because it has uses. But if I'm doing that anyway, then I'm just gonna do a supplies, since it counts as a trinket. So, you know, supply uses the consumable nature or the trinket nature of the item, and recoup looks for the infused. So this figurine counts as both. Now, you don't really resist piercing. So, look at this. I'm gonna use this. That's gonna give me 3 fury and 3 bleed. Synergies. If I put that on Fey reflexes, you see the 3 bleed is actually 8. Here it's 5. I don't particularly know which part of a card governs how much a particular synergy is gonna increase with its level. But anyway, I'm gonna use Fey Reflexes, and it has Fury 3. Which means on the same target it's gonna cast 3 times. So 3 draws, 9 marks, 24 bleed. Let's see. Alright, look. This was the first Fey Reflexes. Resisted mark, drew a card. Did the bleed. Did the damage. Then it made another copy and played it. That's another draw. That's another set of marks. And the damage was already increased by the first marks. Then another draw. Then another set of damage. And then here's the third. Another draw. Another bleed. Resisted that mark, but already had Enough of it. And there you have it. And now what I can do is let him expire, get in the peddler. Oh wait, I didn't even need that. I have 4 summon limit now. That's nice. Gonna lock this peddler down. Now look at this. I'm gonna shuffle my deck so everything is here in the draw pile. Then I'm gonna use the peddler's ability to craft peddle, and I'm gonna recoup the board figurine. And that's it. This way I can just use it. Get back the charge. Perfect. Oh wow. And surviving the ambush earned me all ally cards. Don't really see this all that often. Keep mining. Is for when you want to get stupid rich, stupid quick. But do I want to get my trade up to 4 for that? For now, I'm gonna say no. Hyenas. For animal druids, this one's a guard. This one's also a guard. I don't actually want any of these, since you can't sell allies. Bit of a shame, but I'm gonna get ambushed again. All the better for me. Let's see. Oh wait, I didn't even think about this. Look at this, this is the perfect hand. I'm gonna do board figurine. Then Geomancer's Focus, since it keeps the synergy. Then I'm gonna Might of the Stone twice. Yeah, that's 12 Amplify Bludgeon. Look at this. Arquebus. Vulnerable 8, burn 3, bleed 6, 15 to 18 bludgeoning, and 3 to 6 fire 3 times. Now, watch this thing. Barely has resists. It resists vulnerable, so the damage itself doesn't ramp up too much. However, six stacks of burning, that's 30, plus 12 stacks of bleed, it's 12, and he's technically gone in a single shot. I knew I was onto something here. Such great things you can do with this game. I love it so much. Can I stun you, perhaps? Yes, I can. I'll take that. Let's do it again. I'm gonna pedal, recoup, and now I have the boar figurine in my hand for the next turn. Oh, I'm gonna have so much fun with this. Alright, peddler, you want out? Come out. Let's see. Start healing you back. It's a bit of a shame that I can't stack damage with the boar figurine. However, I don't actually know what this one. I messed up a little. No matter. What I wanted was boar figurine. Critical doesn't matter if it doesn't do damage. So, got Fury and Bleed. If I were to get crit, because you can see on the card, the critical is after the Fury. So Fury is supposed to do everything that's after it. So I suppose if I do this, all three will get 50% crit chance. Let's find out. 28 to 88. And remember, there's also the bleed and the burn. Plus the vulnerable that's gonna increase each subsequent cast. Alright, let's see how it went. Of course, there's the fire version. Alright, let's see. Got the first hit, the bleeding, the burning, the vulnerable. The vulnerable increased the damage. And then it gets split into bludgeon and fire. Yes, here it is, look. This was the second cast. This has the critical. So if I was a little smarter there and used the boar figurine first, I could have put 100% crit on all three of them. See, the first cast 8 damage, second cast 16 damage, third cast 18 because the vulnerable stacks also get cut in half here, See, and it's 48 damage. Of course, you're gonna regenerate. That removes all these stacks, so all I need to do is stun you once. However, this is one of the downsides of the greater stuns. See, greater stun counter only breaks if this card deals 18 or more damage. So at its base level, this 9 damage doesn't break the stun. But with this extra 24 damage, it will. So that's one thing to look out for. However, because here's the 24, even this puny little peddler is gonna hit for 24 damage. And now he's dead. Okay, you're stunned, so finish him. It's overkill at this point. That was so satisfying. Alright then. Right now, my character's fatigue level is matching mine. Getting a little tired here, so I'm gonna end it right here. Thanks for being here and witnessing the rise of the gun druid. If you had any enjoyment of this series so far, consider leaving a like. The algorithm would really appreciate it. And I'll see you again. I'm slowly trying to get into the rhythm of uploading this series every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, if I'm able, so look forward to that. Have a nice day, adventurers.